Hello everyone, we are about to get started. We'll just wait a couple of minutes here for the last few attendees to come in. So we will be waiting a couple minutes while we get a few more of our attendees to drop in here. And a couple more minutes. Great. All right, so let's get started here. I want to introduce Paula Vernon, who has been on Gorgeous Getaways since we first started the company, and she has a pretty deep background into liposuction, and she'll be sharing everything and anything you want to know about liposuction today. So make sure you grab a pen and your notebook and jot down any questions you may have, because we're here to get them all answered and ensure that even if you do go on a trip overseas, everything's going to be safe all throughout. That's our number one priority here at Gorgeous Getaways and Tactic Health, is to ensure that we're that one-stop solution for all your needs in regards to medical travel from one place to another, and ensuring that you're going to have that vacation or getaway that you've always wanted. So let's get started here. Hi, Paula, are you on? Paula, you can unmute the line here.
Hi, Sweater. How's it going? Yes.
Great.
I've worked out the unmute button.
So we're ready to get started here. So let's get it going.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody along tonight, and thank you for giving up your time to come along and listen to our webinar about liposuction. All the questions and answers are here for you. So we're just going to go through each slide. This is a little bit about me as a presenter. I have been, like Sweater said, I've been with Gorgeous Getaways now for over 10 years. And I absolutely love being in this industry. I've seen it grow, and I've seen a lot of changes over the years, changes for the good. So also, as you can see, if you can see the Netflix sign, we had a wonderful documentary called Beauty and the Beach that we did back in 2015, and Netflix have just picked it up and is showing the season 1 as well on Netflix. So if you'd like to go and have a look, the link is still there to be able to watch Beauty and the Beach. In tonight's webinar, we're going to cover some of the key points, treatment areas, types of liposuction, factors that determine the cost, who's the ideal patient, preparation for liposuction overseas, and the next steps that we take. And our key points, Looking at these key points, liposuction, whether it's surgical or non-surgical, we'll go through the different types and what factors are surgical and what factors aren't surgical. Removes fat and sculpts and reshapes the body. Liposuction methods and techniques is best determined by the surgeon. So once we've attained feedback for our clients, the surgeon will say which type of liposuction they feel will attain the best results for you. And the best results are delivered by the skill of the surgeon, and all our surgeons that we've partnered with are highly skilled and trained in different areas and different techniques of liposuction. We also have to state that liposuction isn't recommended as a weight loss. And just as a little aside here, I had a gentleman from the UK email me, and he wanted liposuction and he wanted to remove 6 stone of fat. That's never going to happen. So really, we do need to go over this, and we will pick up on it further on in our webinar tonight. That it's not used for weight loss, that it is perfect for sculpting the body. And the areas that we look at are the abdomen, hips, thighs, calves, arms, buttocks, back, neck. Really not the face, but it can be done. When we talk about the face, it's generally under the neck. Liposuction does not treat cellulite or saggy skin, so it's not going to remove cellulite and it's not going to pull up saggy skin, though there are some lasers that are used in conjunction with liposuction that do help with pulling the skin back more into shape, but it will not reduce fully saggy skin. And liposuction does not prevent all future weight gain. It doesn't mean that if you have liposuction that you are prone to not putting on weight, because that's not true. You need to have a healthy, balanced diet along with post treatment. And must be treated as a surgical procedure, definitely performed in a clean environment. And with all our business partners, we have clean, safe environments, and the surgeons and team are fully trained and upskilled all the time with liposuction. Some of the areas that are treated, like we talked about, are the back, the armpits, the forearms, the side of the body, the waist area, upper and lower abdomen, thighs and inner knees. And what we haven't mentioned also is in the calf area. Some people have liposuction in the calf. The most common areas that we do have clients with liposuction are the upper and lower abdomen and the hips and the waist area. These are called different names as well, like love handles, flanks. But these are the areas on this slide that you can see that are most commonly treated. Now, the different types of liposuction that we have currently are the common one that's been around for the longest time is the tumescent liposuction. And this is surgical and it's done under general anaesthetic. Now, it says that there's immediate reduction. Really, with all types of liposuction, the results tend to take 3 to 6 months before you get that finished, the absolute finished look, because your body's still swollen in the different areas that it's been treated in. But usually 3 to 6 months down the track, and wearing your compression garment, that is for all types of liposuction, that is when you see the best results. So with the tumescent liposuction, it's done under general anaesthetic, and there can be quite a bit of bruising with it in the area, and it is the most common method that's used. And with the bruising, it varies with different people, but for myself, when I had liposuction to my abdomen area, it was like really bruised afterwards, and it was a little uncomfortable. It wasn't painful, but it was uncomfortable, and that was the tumescent liposuction. With the laser lipo, which is also known as it can be called smart laser, or it can be called cool liposuction. It's the same type of thing, but there's also a laser that's used after the removal of the fat to help the skin go back to being a little bit more tighter. And once again, this is done under general anaesthetic, and it is a little painful as well, but like I said, after a few days, it's more discomfort than pain. There is also vasoliposuction, which is really sculpts the body. Out of the three types of surgical liposuction, VASA is one of the most sculpted form of liposuction that is around, and it is done under general anaesthetic as well. Recovery is 2 to 4 days, usually depending on how many areas, or if you're having it in conjunction with another procedure. Usually it's an overnight to 2-night stay most of the time. Now, the other form of liposuction that is not done under anaesthetic, it's not done under any sort of anaesthetic, whether general or local, and it's totally non-invasive, and that is called cool sculpting. And it's a machine that is used, a laser machine that is used, and it's really quite current and quite popular at the moment because of it being totally non-invasive and really healing time is a lot quicker than having the other three methods. The machine does zaps the fat, and it cools it and freezes the fat cells and removes the fat cells. So it's like there's no injection, there's no instrument that removes it other than the laser, which is freezing the fat cells, and the body removes it that way. There's no need for compression garment, there's no downtime, and you can have large areas done over a half-a-day treatment. So these are the common types of liposuction that are currently around at the moment. And all our partners, business partners, hospitals and medical centres that we've partnered with offer these treatments and are highly skilled in this area. Factors that determine the costs. There's a whole lot, as you can see in this slide, there's a whole lot of different factors that are incurred in here. The medical fees, like the technique, the cost of the anaesthetologist and the services, operating room fees, lab fees for bloods and testing, and other hospital-related fees. Then you've got the surgeon and the hospital fees on top of that. And the time and effort that's put into it is like the number of areas that are being treated, also the size of the patient, and the degree of difficulty that the liposuction is required, like the different technique and how sculpting it's going to be. So all these things go into making the package up for pricing for liposuction. And the inclusion of this is our services to you. Like, we offer end-to-end service, so we do all the booking for you, we meet you at the airport, we take you back to your hotel, we take you to all your consultations, the surgery date, and any post-surgery consultations, and then we take you back to the airport for your return home, and we've got post-surgery follow-up for you as well. So these are our inclusions to you when you book for your surgery holiday with us. Are you an ideal medical travel client? Are you an ideal patient? We look for clients that are healthy and have got, this is for liposuction, have got good skin tone and localized areas of fat deposits, which is where our surgeons get the best outcome for you. Ideally, you're within 10 to 15 kilos of your ideal weight. And the best results typically combine liposuction with some sort of skin reducing procedure. This is why your consultation is crucial. You may think that you need to have liposuction, and once the surgeon has assessed your photos, he may decide that liposuction isn't the right procedure for you. He will give full feedback as to why, and also maybe it may be that you may need a tummy tuck to attain the outcome. Because liposuction is for sculpting. If you've had a big weight loss and you've got empty skin there, removing the fat from there is only just going to make your skin a lot looser. So that's why they may recommend a tummy tuck for you. So really, we get all your medical details, we get your photos sent through, and we then pass them on to the surgeon for him to have a look at and give his medical opinion and feedback along with the pricing for you. So all that is taken care of before you get over and have your surgery. Preparing for liposuction overseas, there is a list on our website, and if you ask your client consultant, they can send you out the ideal supplements that will help prior to surgery with you. And also being at a really ideal weight and fitness, which means being on a healthy diet. Definitely no smoking before and after. So it's up to 4 weeks prior to surgery and 4 weeks post-surgery that we must stress that you must quit smoking, and also no alcohol intake during the 4 weeks prior and the 4 weeks post-surgery. On your consultant day, you will be taken to your consultation. You'll have one of our wonderful client services manager attend your consultation with you to help you through, to help answer any questions that you might have, and to help you ask your surgeon the questions that you have in your mind. And that's really important. To attain the best out of your consultation is to perhaps write a list and go through that, have a checkpoint, go through that with your surgeon on the day of your consultation. That ensures you get the best understanding, and you'll be able to ask the questions and get them answered fully for you. So for the surgery date, be prepared and be on time. Our drivers will pick you up and take you to your surgery, take you to the hospital or medical centre in time for your check-in for your surgery. You can ask your customer services manager, who will help you go through and advise you what is good for you to pack and take to the hospital with you. It's just a small overnight bag and just some personal things. The rest can be left back in your hotel in your safe. But this will all be discussed with you fully before you book your surgery, and while you're over there, your client services manager will go over this with you. So the next steps that we have are some people like to do multiple procedures, and this sometimes works best. Like you might have a tummy tuck and perhaps liposuction to your thighs, or perhaps you might have a breast augmentation and liposuction to your abdomen, hips and thighs. So it just depends on what you're looking for. We offer the combined multiple procedures and treatments for you, and we will show you how to get the best out of your surgery. We also have taken the hard work out of selecting the correct accommodations and hotel for you, and we have got these on our website, so you can click away on our website and have a look at not only the hotels that we offer in each 3 destinations, but you can also check out the surgeons, the hospitals, and the surgeon CVs are on our website as well. We offer a full complimentary service from start to finish. So you have one of our wonderful people working with you to go through, get your feedback and pricing for you from the surgeon. And then once you arrive at your destination, we have an on-the-ground team that will look after you and support you through your journey from start to finish. And then when you return home, we have Kitty, who will follow up with you upon your return home. We also offer a Care Plus policy and also our services package. So these can all be found online, and I do urge you, if you're looking at going overseas and booking an overseas surgery, have a look at our website and have a look at the full services that we offer and our Care Plus policy as well. So why travel with us? Why not is my answer. Why not? We provide 360 end-to-end full service, which is what we've talked about. We offer global health care. We have been in the industry and industry leaders for such a long time that we pioneered a lot of the market, and we have partnered with the best surgeons, the best hospitals, the best facilities to bring the best services and the best outcome to all our clients. We have full tenure of like 15 years with one of our surgeons, 14 years, and also like 7 and 10 years. So we have long business partnerships with the hospitals and surgeons that we have partnered with. All our pricing is transparent, and all our quotes and firm quotes that get sent out to you, you can see each step of the way what you're paying for. We have a Care Plus cancellation policy with a full refund. It's affordable. We're fully confidential and privacy is a must, and we have a wonderful IT team that have worked on becoming HIPAA compliant, and so we are fully confidential and trusted in that area. We also have an extensive range of treatments and packages that we can offer you, plus myself and our sales team, client consultants, have all had our own surgery journey with Gorgeous Getaways and have undergone our surgeries, and so we have that understanding of not only what we would have liked to have seen, but also the emotional journey that goes along with booking something like this. So trust us, because we have been through this ourselves. And we offer financing options in Australia with Mac Credit. So I've done all the talking now, and Sweeta, I'd like to open it up for any questions, please.
So let's see, do we have any questions here? Okay, we have one question come in from Linda, and the question is, so what is the post-surgery experience like? How long is the downtime?
Hi Linda, thank you for your question, and it's a good question. It depends on what procedure you're actually having done. Say for instance, if you were looking at having liposuction to, let's say, 3 areas like abdomen, hips and thighs, you would need to arrive at the destination 2 days prior to surgery. So a total of 14 nights of being at the destination, and then you have perhaps 1 or 2 nights in hospital. The rest of the time is healing and post-surgery consults, and then when you're discharged from the surgeon's care, you're able to fly home, which is generally, like I said, 14 days after arriving.
Great. And then we have another question from Melissa here, and Melissa wants to know why she would want to do liposuction overseas when she can get it done in her local area in New Zealand.
That's a good question. If the pricing is the same, why would you want to? And the answer to that would be because I do believe it's cheaper over in the 3 destinations that we offer than it actually is here in New Zealand. And also along with that, we take care of you right from when you arrive at the hospital, at the airport, sorry. Whereas if you were to have surgery locally, then you would go to the hospital and then be discharged after the procedure and then go back home. Whereas here, if you decide to have surgery with us, you're away for 2 weeks, you're in a hotel, you're healing in luxury, and you've got one of our customer services managers looking after you and visiting you and making sure that you're okay and all you do is have that healing time without getting back to day-to-day life as usual, whereas that's what happens if you have surgery local.
Great. And then we have another question just come in here from Colleen. I noticed that you mentioned laser and phaser lipo were under general, but on your PowerPoint it stated local. Can you please confirm which it is?
I'm sorry about that. That is a typo. It should be under general anaesthetic. All VASA, cool liposuction, and tumescent are all done under general anaesthetic. The only type of liposuction that is offered without any sort of anaesthesia required is the cool sculpting.
Great. And then we have another question just come in from Jane, and she wants to know what is the experience like, and has anyone had a bad experience with liposuction? Can you please speak to that?
Sure, Jane. In my tenure here at Gorgeous Getaways and in the industry, I haven't had any I can't say that I have had any clients who have been dissatisfied. There's been one incident where there was a treatment that needed to come back, and we fixed that. The client was happy and the outcome was really good. But generally with liposuction, like I said, it takes 3 to 6 months before you can actually see the outcome of how your body's going to be. And it's a great way for sculpting if you're 10 kilos, if you're within the 10 kilo range of your goal weight. It can't be used as a weight loss tool, because you're not going to see that result, because it's not meant for that.
Great. And then we just got another one come in from Jacqueline. What's a body contour for women?
Body contour is when the liposuction is deemed the best way of attaining the best results, and that is liposuction on the back area, the flanks, the hips, the thighs, the abdomen. And thighs are inside and outside thighs as well.
Great. And then we got another one from Sarah. What type of cost am I expecting for a trip to Thailand?
It depends on what type of procedures and what areas you're wanting to have liposuctioned. My best advice would be to go on our website, www.gorgeousgetaways.com, and complete an inquiry form. And from that, our client consultants will be able to get in touch with you, get the feedback that you're wanting, and start discussing the best type of procedures for you, and then attaining feedback and pricing from the surgical team.
Okay, so we have two more questions. What happens if I get a quote on lipo on my upper and lower abdomen, and the surgeon tells me I need a tummy tuck, which is going to be much more expensive? How is this worked out?
Well, you would know this. Who asked the question? Can I have their name?
Colleen.
Hi, Colleen. We take the sting out of that for you by getting the surgeon to have a look at your photos and to look at your medical form. What's taken into consideration is your height, your weight. The photos, they would need to be front on, back on, left and right profiles, and we send that off to the surgeon, and we get their feedback and pricing. And it may come back that very well that you're not a suitable candidate for liposuction, that tummy tuck is the best procedure to attain the outcome that you desire.
And the last question here from Jacqueline, what's the cost for body contour you mentioned?
Same, Jacqueline. I would advise you to go on our website, www.gorgeousgetaways.com, and complete an inquiry form, and one of our team members will be in touch with you to get you details that we need to attain feedback and pricing for you from the surgeon.
Yeah, and just one
That's
more
Sorry, sweetheart. I
suggestions.
just want to say it's a very simple process to attain a wealth of information and knowledge. It just takes a few minutes to complete the medical form, upload your photos, and once we've got all that information, our team send off to the surgeons to get feedback and pricing for you. And generally, we have that back within a business week for you. So no obligation, but at least you've got all that information and you can make an informed decision.
Great. Yeah, and if you want the inquiry form to be on our top of the roster, because we do get about 100 inquiries a day, just put in that you want to go immediately because we tend to prioritize inquiries that want to leave in the next 3 months to immediately. So yeah, it depends on when you want to go as well. And
We
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Sweta. Sorry for interrupting. Yes, we do. Please, if you're looking at going within the next 3 months, please do let us know because we will mark that urgent and get that information through for you as soon as possible.
Great. And then the last comment, this has been awesome. Do you have any of these on facelifts, as that is where I need to go?
And
So,
who asked that question, Sweta?
Colleen.
Colleen, hi. I would love to do the next webinar on facelifts. I think that's a really, really good idea, and we will look at doing the next webinar and dedicating it to facial procedures.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Paula, for being on this webinar today. Thanks for the attendees for staying on and being attentive. If you have any further questions, please do send me an email. My email is sweta, SWETA .patel PATEL tactic, TAQTIK.com, and I'm happy to answer any further questions you may have. This webinar will be available on demand in the next couple days, so I'll be sending this link out shortly if you want to review it again. If you missed something, feel free to look at it again, and otherwise we hope to receive an inquiry from you and hope to see you on one of our trips. Thanks for attending.
Thank you.